Welcome back to another video, guys. I wanted to take some time today and show you my space so far. This space is not fully together. There is so much I want to do and change, but for now, this is where I'm at, and I hope this video can give you ideas to just start somewhere in your own space. You do not need to have a full-blown studio. A lot of my stuff, as you guys will see today, is stored in these carts. And right now it just works for me. I do have a lot of carts, I will say, but you can get these for fairly inexpensive. I highly recommend metal carts, but you can probably thrift them on Facebook or other thrifting sites. They are great for storage, and I'm definitely going to show you guys each cart and how I store my items. So this first cart is what I consider to be my main cart. I go here a lot for all of my paints. I tried to store most of them in here, but I do have a few items elsewhere. This top one is all of my main ones that I reach for when it comes to watercolor and gouache. So that first container you saw is the separate tube gouache, and the other one is the Hemi gouache, which is a really popular brand. And then this green one, I didn't open it for you guys because it's still taped from when I was traveling, but I absolutely love this watercolor palette. It is so nice. This next row is where I have what I consider to be all of my nicer paints. So I have a lot of my high flow paints, a lot of my nicer acrylics, and I keep just my varnishes that I like to grab when I need them. And the bottom row is some of my older paints. I've had these for a while. I still do reach for them. And of course, I have my more crafty kind of paints, which I used to use a lot more in pours, but I don't do it as often now. But I love being able to have this top on this cart, and this is why it's a really smart way to store, because you can also use it as a way to put your palettes on. You can use it as a tabletop. It's just really nice and versatile, and I can store things inside, so it makes painting a lot easier. I had this one for a while and I used it for this purpose for a while. All my other carts are kind of repurposed after we moved, but they all have been just really helpful. But this one definitely is my favorite. This next cart is my second main cart, I like to call it. The top one has all my brushes, the middle one has extra palettes, a little pastels, my inks, and the bottom has even more pastels and just some other things I might reach for. I also love this cart. I love that these carts are movable. Right now with our space, I'm kind of between two different office spaces because my husband and I are still deciding how we want to set these up long term, because he also has things that he's working on along with work, and we both spend a lot of time in these workspaces. But we also want to have a space for guests. That is something really important to me, so it's something we're trying to figure out how to have this really good flow of. But for now, that's why all my stuff is in the carts, because they're movable, so I can kind of move them between two spaces whenever we need to use one for the other. So if you're in a similar situation, that's why this is such a good idea to use these carts for storage. But yeah, that was my second main cart of a lot of materials that I will use pretty often. So back in the room where I pulled the carts from, I have this other cart, and this is just so random. On the top, I have a lot of just tapes, some other painting materials that I might grab fairly often, and a few paintings that I actually need to take these out and store them better. But this is just such a random cart. There's things that I need to organize, just other random paint stuff, my sealers, other house paints. This one's resin, and joint compound for just different things. Like this cart is so random. It's a 4-tier cart, but again, it's movable and it has a ton of storage space, so I'm able to store all those kind of random stuff on there, and it's really nice. But this is in the room that's next to where you guys see me painting now, and it is great for now that I'm able to move back and forth as I need to. My husband needs a closed door for when he works, so I have like this loft area that I paint in, but I didn't want to store all my cards out there because it would just be really crowded. Back in the room next to, or adjacent, I should say, of that cart is some of my paintings that I have. I also have this bucket here that has not found a home yet, but this is full of a lot of my completed artwork. These little minis are going to go on the website soon, but a lot of this stuff I love doing. And yeah, I need to find like a better way to store it. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. And then in the closet, we have my giant bucket of yarn and more crafty things. I love using these yarns on canvas. It always shocks people when I say that's what I'm using it for. And I love that reaction, but I absolutely love this yarn. I plan to do so much more with it. And yeah, but I'm so grateful for this space, and I cannot wait to put it together even more. So this little stand right here is made for my crates. It's not ideal for me to store things in my crates because I do use them for markets. I want to be able to grab and go with them, but right now I don't have anything else to store my stuff in, so all my crates are being used in some sort of way. This one holds a lot of my textured painting stuff, a lot of my sketchbooks, and then next to it is my very, very messy desk that we are not going to talk about because I do need to clean it. And then I have this last little space in the corner is my, I like to refer to it as my little small business corner, but it definitely needs to be straightened up. As you see, I have some things on the floor that I have not found a space for. Again, we are in beginning stages, but this is a lot of my packaging materials. I like to just keep it right there, keep it on hand. And then this side has the printer at the very top, which will be used a lot for orders. I have just my business cards, authentication cards, samples on that one, more packaging materials, and then just other random office items that I might reach for. The next one, starting on the bottom, has the packages I will be using to pack my stickers in and just other paper goods. They're really good for that. Another messy shelf that we're not really going to talk about. And then this one is my favorite because it has our sticker products on it. If you guys don't know yet, I do run an art and stationery shop, and we have stickers up right now, so you guys can go check that out. And this is the beast that makes everything run, I like to say, because without this machine, I would not be able to digitize my art and therefore print it on other products. This is my scanner. It was one of our first investments that we did with the business this year, and it again has just made the business run. Like without it, I wouldn't be able to personalize my own art onto things, and that is something I am working towards on more products, and something I really wanted to do to help this shop stand apart. Not that we're not going to have just basic stationary items with text design and different things like that, but I do want to be able to personalize things with my art. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really do hope that it gave you ideas and just ways to organize now, and that it does not have to be perfect for you to start working. It was also nice to kind of get a paintbrush back in my hands. It's been a very long time, and so this was really fun just to play around on a canvas and do something fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.